Hey guys, I'm back, and this episode is, I'm reviewing The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, and it was called Lines in the Sand or something like that, and it's season 4, episode 17. It was a pretty intense episode, and it was just awesome. I said it every week, every episode's awesome, but it was a really good episode, and there was a lot of drama, which was really good. And so pretty much the episode starts off with Joyce, and she is just getting ready for Puerto Rico, and she says that she still wants to go on the trip, even though her dad has died. You know, as sad as that is, she says her dad would want her to continue on with the trip and just, enjoy herself. So that's what she does. And then Lisa is packing her stuff and, all of that crap, which is interesting, I guess. And then Kim is hopping in her suitcase, and her daughters are like, get out and stuff, which was really funny. And then her confessionals are just like the best thing in the world. So, and she's just like talking in Spanish, and she's just fucking hilarious. So I thought that was pretty funny, and I don't know, it seems to crack me up every week. She's the bit of the show that is just so funny. Like she's just so funny to watch. So hopefully, next week and the week after we get to see her continue to be funny. So yeah, pretty much they all go to the airport, and it was really good to see Joyce Joyce talks to the girls, and she's really upset because her dad's passed away, and she tells them, she still wants to go on the trip, and I know you guys know, but I just want to have a fun time, and pretty much stuff like that. I think that's what she said. Anyway, it was really good to see a different side of Joyce, because I know a lot of people thought, she was very fake and stuff, but this showed a really different side of herself. She was crying, and it was really good to see. And then Lisa says, we have to stick by Joyce, and if this is what she wants, then we'll go to Puerto Rico. So they end up going. And I found it really funny, because I remember, back in August or September when, TMZ, this was the official, what am I going to say? It's the official, this was when they went away and Joyce was there, it was the first time we actually found out Joyce was going to be an official housewife, because she was out with all the other ladies. This was when it was all in the media, because they were going to Puerto Rico, last year. Joyce was there. So I'm pretty much saying that when they went away, this was when we actually, all the fans found out that, yeah, she was going to be the next housewife. So it's just weird seeing, stuff you see in the news and stuff, and then seeing it on TV a couple months later. I found it weird, but it's all good. But yeah, so then they go to Puerto Rico, they arrive. Brandy says she's gonna just hold her tongue, and she looks pissed in the bus on the way to the hotel. And so yeah, they're kind of just all talking, I guess, And anyway, then they all go into their hotels. Everyone is happy with it except Lisa. I would just kind of roll my eyes, She's like, oh, the bathroom's too small, I can't do this. I do usually like Lisa, but she just pissed me off a lot. And I don't know, I'm just kind of she knew what she was getting herself into. It wasn't a holiday. It was, for Joyce's pageant, so that's why they went. And also, it wasn't like they were in the main part of Puerto Rico. They were in a small little town and stuff like that. So there's not going to be a 5-star restaurant. 5-star hotel. So I think she should get over it, because it really didn't look that bad. It's a different country. It's not like England or Paris, where the hotels are, amazing. The pool looked awesome. The view looked awesome. So I think she should just stop complaining. It just came off I think it was editing, because, people, they all got angry at Lisa. So that's probably why they put that in. But, So then anyway, Yolanda and Brandy sit down and they talk just about Lisa, and just say, Brandy, I can't even remember what Brandy said, but Brandy is just pretty much talking about Lisa and saying, I don't know if I think it was about Kyle then. I don't think she had mentioned Sheena, or maybe she mentioned Sheena then. But Yolanda was pretty much saying that she found it hard to believe, or how did Kyle and Lisa move on from all their stuff without an apology? How did they move on from something something that big, because Lisa said in the reunion that they were only friends, and Adrian were only friends with what's her face? I forgot her name. Kyle, because of the house, because they want to get the money to sell the house or whatever. So yeah, that's what they were pretty much talking about, and I found it weird as well, because I thought it was weird a couple of episodes, like how they became really close after Lisa said that about them at the reunion. So I think they all got their own reasons they're pissed off. Yolanda's mad about. I think she doesn't understand that, but she's pissed off that about the parties and she doesn't show up. And Brandy's mad about Sheena, which is fair enough. I don't think Lisa is completely evil, but I'm torn. I'm on Team Lisa. I'm on Team the others as well. I swap like every 5 minutes because I see points on both sides. Like I don't think Lisa is evil at all. Like she's a little bit evil, but she's not a Camille or something. I mean, Camille wasn't evil. Like she was evil in the first season, but it was just weird, and to see everyone turning on Lisa, it was weird. And I mean, what are you gonna do? So then, pretty much I think it was the same day. I can't remember, but anyway, they go to the beach, and they're all swimming, having a fun time. They go on a boat. It looks awesome. And yeah, it just looks really nice and awesome, and I really want to go there. And then Yolanda pulls Lisa aside and she wants to talk to her. So pretty much Yolanda says that, Brandy just feels that, you've kind of become really close with Kyle again, and, she doesn't understand it, and how you guys moved on without even patching things up. Like it was just weird, and it is weird that they just moved on. Because I mean, if they did apologize, I think they would have apologized on camera, like you would have seen it. I mean, they did kind of move on last week, but she didn't apologize like for anything she said. And yeah, so they're pretty much talking about that, and Brandy comes over, and then she says to Lisa, like I feel like you're just friends with Kyle again and you don't care about me. You know what? You don't call me every morning. You call Kyle every morning now. And then, I mean, Lisa made a good point. She's like, well, you haven't called me either, which is true. So, I mean, a friendship works both ways. So I understand Lisa then as well. So, yeah, then Kim and Kyle come over, and then they're all over. And then Lisa gets sad and she starts crying and she walks over to Ken. There was so much like mini fights this episode. There was a big fight at the end, but there was so much to keep up with, because like 1 second, it was Lisa and Yolanda, then it was like Ken and Mauricio, then Ken and Lisa. It was just not Ken and Lisa and Mauricio. It was just they were all, it was weird. So yeah, pretty much Lisa goes over there and she's like, they're mean, and then Ken's like, who's mean? And she's like, all of them. I was like, okay, hold on for a second. They're not all mean. What the hell did Kyle say and what the hell did Kim say? Unless I edited it out, they didn't say anything. And it looked like Kyle was being very supportive, like not supportive, like she wasn't saying anything. So, I mean, Lisa was lying to them when she was saying they're all mean. They weren't being mean at all. I mean, they were just telling her, like they weren't really yelling at her. I understand she would have been upset, but I think Brandy was the only one, like no one was yelling at her, so I didn't really understand that anyway. And then when Mauricio asks Lisa, he's like, are you okay? And then she just walks off and doesn't even answer him. I'm like, okay, that's a bit bitchy, but whatever. It would be so awkward though, because like he didn't know if like the fight was with Kyle or whatever. It was just would have been awkward. But anyway, then Brandy was like, I have to tell Kyle the secret about Lisa, because Kyle keeps running back to Brandy. Sorry, I'm mixing up all the names today. Kyle keeps running back to Lisa. So pretty much Lisa is just on her own with Ken on the other side. And anyway, Brandy tells Kyle that when they were going to Palm Springs ages ago, that there was a magazine with Kyle and Mauricio on the cover, and it was about their cheating rumors. And Lisa wanted to take it. Lisa wanted Brandy to take it, and then Brandy was like, no, and she put it back, and then Lisa put it back in her backpack. So yeah, it was shocking to hear. I don't know if I really believed it, but then I don't know, because I think I did believe it, and I think if it was someone else who said it, I'd probably believe it a bit more. But then when Kyle went over to Lisa and she asked her about it, she never said no. She was just like, oh, I don't remember. She was acting all confused, and to me, I think you would know if you didn't do it. So I think she did do it. It wouldn't surprise me, because as we saw at the start of the season, she was bashing Kyle, saying like to Yolanda, if you sell your house, you'll be best friends with Kyle. So it wouldn't surprise me if Lisa was doing that. They weren't close back then, you know. So I don't know. I think she probably did it. I know people would probably get mad at me saying that because they're fans of Lisa, but it doesn't mean she's like an evil person. But I do think she did it, because she couldn't even give a straight answer. So Yolanda has a good quote. She says, "Am I one of your real friends or a Hollywood friend?" And she asked that to Lisa a couple of times, but she doesn't. I don't even know if she answered. But anyway, so pretty much, I think they all walk back over to Lisa. Well, Kyle walks over, then they all come over, and then Ken is the fucking biggest hypocrite in the fucking world. Because wasn't it a couple of episodes ago, like literally like 7 episodes ago, when Brandy and Joyce got into a fight, he said, Michael shouldn't stick up for his wife. He shouldn't get in the middle of things. What the fuck did he do tonight? He was yelling at Yolanda, yelling at Kim, calling them all stupid. Ugh, he's so annoying. Like, he's saying, so no one else can stick up for their wives, but he can stick up for his. I think it's great. If you want to stick up for your wife, it's fine, but don't tell other people they can't do it. It really fucking pisses me off. I hate Ken so much. This whole episode, I was waiting for Kim to shut him down, and she did. I mean, this whole season, the one thing I was most excited about was Kim to call him a stubborn old man. That was the thing I was excited about most, so I was really excited to see that.
But obviously, it's just you. Shut the up.
You're so stupid.
Who do you think you are to call me stupid?
I'm tired of your goddamn mouth. You're a big, stubborn old man. Shut up. Why do I have...
Anyway, so pretty much Ken is just telling Yolanda to be quiet and stuff. And fair enough, Yolanda walks off with Brandy, and she says she's not going to be treated like that by a guy. I completely agree. You know, I'm not Yolanda's biggest fan, but he was treating her like shit. So, you know what? I understand that he's going to stick up for his wife, but the way he does it is just, it's just bad and rude, and you don't do that to a woman, you know? Like, with my girlfriends or stuff like that, like, I wouldn't do that. Like, I'll stick up for them, but I wouldn't attack the other person. Like, I would, like, if they were having a fight, of course you would stick up for them, but I would do it kind of like how Michael did it. I wouldn't do it how Ken does it, how he just kind of like attacks them and calls them stupid. Like, it's uncalled for. And then pretty much, I think it goes to Joyce, like, because then what's-them-faces walk away, and then we go back over to Joyce, and she sees her, I don't know, I think they must have been living in Puerto Rico, her mum and her cousins and shit like that. So anyway, they go over to the house, or the hotel, I don't even know where it was, but anyway, they go over there, and Joyce's mum's there, and they're just pretty much talking about their dad, and you know, Joyce said she should move over, oh yes, and I must have lived in Puerto Rico, you know, to move over to America and live with them, so they can see, you know, their kids and stuff, and it was really good to see Joyce kind of be very, you know, a different side of Joyce, and it showed she was a caring person, and, you know, even with Michael, she said she's just speaking Spanish, and then one day, Michael, like 6 months later, Michael said something to one of their mates in Spanish, and then she asked, did you learn that from me? And he was like, no, I've knew Spanish my whole life. Like, it was pretty funny. So, and it was just good to see, you know, Joyce and her mum and seeing them connect, and it was really good to see. Then anyway, after that nice scene, it just goes back to the drama. So anyway, Kim and Mauricio, still in an argument. I mean, Kim and Mauricio. So I'm mixing up all the effing names. I'm sorry. Kim and, you know, it was Kim and Mauricio, and they were just talking. pretty much. That's what I mean. It was confusing because there were so many different like people talking to each other. It's really hard to like remember the names. And Kim was pretty much telling Mauricio what Brandy said that Lisa said in Palm Springs or before Palm Springs about the book and the magazine and putting it in her what is it called, backpack or suitcase. That's the one. So yeah, pretty much not backpack in the suitcase. So pretty much from there was Mauricio goes over to Lisa and Ken, and then they ask them, and Lisa is still kind of like denying it to Kyle. She didn't really like if she's the way she was doing it. She never actually said, not even from the start, did she ever say, "No, I didn't do it." I'm just like, if you would know if you did it or you didn't do it. And Kyle even says, if you did it and you're doing it for a joke, I would be hurt, but I would get that and I would move on. But she didn't give her an answer, which it does make it worse. And then Ken was saying, like it's a lie, and obviously you believe it, Mauricio and stuff. And then they all got into a fight. Then, Mauricio goes to walk off, and then Lisa goes to talk to Mauricio, and they're all just kind of like arguing, and it was just about, the cheating room. So I'm like, no one fucking cheated on anyone, so what's the big fucking deal? Like, I understand everyone's mad, but, it gives me a headache. Like, I'm just like, it's just a book, and Lisa should not have done it. Like, Lisa should not have, done that with the magazine, but who the fuck cares? Let's just move on. Anyway, then they all walk off, and I feel like there was a lot of stuff that we saw in the trailer about this episode, like the season 4 trailer, but it wasn't in it, like the bit when they walk off. I'm not sure if that was in it when Kim, was it Kim, Kyle, and Mauricio walk off, and Mauricio's like, I'm fucking done, or some shit like that. He says that in the trailer. Maybe not, I'm not fucking done, but he says something, and they're all walking off like, I don't want to be blackmailed, or something like that, and it wasn't in it, so I found that a little weird. But anyway, then after that, it goes to the dinner time or whatever. Anyway, so they're all getting on the bus, and then everyone's having a nice little time. Joyce looked so fucking hot. It was great. They all looked, actually, Yolanda has a really good body. They all have really good bodies, but Joyce is still my favourite. Anyway, they're all on the bus, and then I completely understand Brandy being mad with Lisa about Sheena. I get it. I completely get why she's mad with her. I mean, I think any woman would be mad with, someone with their friend hanging out with their ex-husband's mistress. It's annoying. And, so pretty much Brandy asks about Sheena. And she says, you're best friends with her, you hang out with her all the time. And I hate when Lisa does this. She really, all her workers, she belittles them a lot. And she says, I'm not friends with them. That's just a girl who works for me. And if you watch Vanderpump Rules, then Lisa does hang out with Sheena. And Sheena got engaged at Lisa's house. So before, before Lisa says she is just, not friends with her, maybe they might not be best friends, and they're on a TV show together. So obviously they know each other and they're more than acquaintances. They don't hate each other. They hung out a lot in Vanderpump Rules. So, Lisa was lying, and that pissed me off. I do like Lisa, but she was completely lying when she was saying, oh, she's just a girl I work with. She fucking got engaged in your house, so obviously you have some connection to her. It's just annoying. And, I do think Lisa knew about Sheena, about them cheating on each other, but who the fuck cares? You know what? Lisa sent her home from the party, so Lisa was doing the right thing. So Brandy should just shut up from that bit. She shouldn't there shouldn't be an argument. And then she said Sheena was at Dancing with the Stars. I don't know if that was true. I don't know. And then she was saying no, she wasn't. And they were just going back and forth, and it was just awkward. And then Carl was like, "Are we here yet?" But it was just. I do actually feel bad for Brandy having to see her ex-husband's mistress all the time. I really don't like Brandy anymore. After seeing treat Joyce so mean, I really don't like her. But I understand that. But I don't think Lisa is doing it in a mean way. But Lisa should know as a friend not to do that. at the same time, they have a TV show, so I understand both sides. So yeah, then pretty much they go to the dinner table, and Lisa makes a step and she says, "I'm sorry if you felt like that," or she says she's sorry, pretty much, which was really high of Lisa, and it really, I'm like, normal people would just stop there, but no, it's Brandy, so it's like Brandy can't let anything go, so it's very annoying. Anyway, then Kyle asks about Mauricio's rumors, about the cheating rumors, like, what did you put the magazine in the suitcase or not? And anyway, Lisa, was saying, I don't think so, and stuff like that. And then Brandy was saying she did, and stuff like that. And then they got into an argument just about the magazine, if it was put in there. But Lisa never actually said she didn't. She was just saying, oh, I'm confused. I don't think I saw it there first. Or, she saw the cheating rumors with Ken first, or it was just fucking confusing. It was really confusing. Like if this was the first episode you watched of Beverly Hills, you would have no idea what the hell's going on, because it was very hard to keep up with what they were saying. Because one time they were talking about Sheena, then they were talking about Brandy and Kyle and their friendship, and then they were talking about the magazines. It was hard because they kept swapping. Anyway, yeah, Lisa just pretty much act confused, and to me, she seemed really guilty. I mean, she was right when she said, I haven't called anyone a slut pig or a drug addict or a liar and stuff like that. But I mean, she has been bitchy in the past, but they all have. Like, she hasn't done any. If it is true and she was doing that, then I think it is a little far. I mean, in that first episode of season 4, when she said, "That's the man you've been seen with," or something like that, to Mauricio and Portia, and she said, "That's the younger woman you've been seen around town with," or something like that. It was too far. So I don't know if it's true. Then I think it was way too far. But I don't feel like Lisa, was like doing it now, if that makes sense. Like, she probably was doing it before, because she was talking shit about Kyle at the start of the season. But I mean, they all talk shit about each other, so it doesn't really make a difference. Then anyway, Ken can just not shut the fuck up. And you know what? Golden points to Joyce, because she was the only one that stayed out of it. And I mean, Joyce and Lisa are like best friends now. I mean, Joyce and Carlton are the only ones friends with Lisa, but I know Joyce and Lisa are actually really close at the moment. So who knows, maybe next season it'll be Joyce and Lisa against everyone else, But hopefully they change like half the cast, so then we get awesome people. Yeah, so pretty much Ken just kind of just goes off at Yolanda and just calls her, "You're so stupid," or whatever. And it's just shut the fuck up. It really is just shut up. Like, it was so disrespectful to say, "You're so stupid." It was like Yolanda was right. And she was like, "Don't call me that," or I can't even remember what she said. She's like, "Don't call me stupid." And it was right, and I understand that you're going to stick up for your wife, but you don't have to be mean to other people when they're just trying to have a conversation. Like, they're not like chucking water in her face or anything like that, So it was really wrong of him to say that. And yeah, then anyway, Kim kind of got in the middle of it, and she was saying, Brandy said you didn't buy the magazine, but you were the one trying to put it in the suitcase. And then Ken got angry at her. And you know what? The only one I probably really was, I know Kim is my favorite, so I'm probably a bit biased, but I understand Kim. Lisa has never, she's always belittled Kim. She's always treated her like a child since the beginning of the show. She really has. Even Ken, they both have. They belittle her, and it is really unfair, and they shouldn't treat her like that. Anyway, and then Ken, it really pissed me off when he's like, "Stop," and he just like tried to push her aside. And you know what? I completely understand that Kim had to go with him. If someone did that to me, I would fucking kill him. Like, it was really frustrating to watch. And then I was so happy when Kim said, what did she say? She said, "You're a big stubborn old man," or something like that. Shut up. It was just the best quote of the whole night. Well done, Kim. It was, someone needed to tell Ken to shut the fuck up. And you know what? When Ken gets that angry, it kind of makes me hate Lisa, even though Lisa isn't doing anything. It really pisses me off. And Ken, oh, he's so fucking annoying. It's just like, shut up. Anyway, then they start talking about, like, when Lisa is lying, you have to stop and let everyone else talk to her about it. And then Lisa was like, what have I lied about? And they said Kim's graduation, and that they didn't go. And then Ken was saying, what about my wedding? He should not bring that up. You know what? She was on drugs. On drugs. Sorry, I'm not. She was an alcoholic. Sorry. She was an alcoholic. She didn't know what she was doing, and there was a good reason why she didn't go to Pandora's wedding when they just lied about it. To be honest, they just lied. And you know what? Seeing Ken get that angry, and he was just, the way he was treating her and the way he was acting towards her and trying to make her look really stupid, like about her like alcohol stuff, and it was really uncomfortable to watch. It really made me feel uncomfortable and feel bad for Kim. I fucking hate Ken. He's on my hit list. He's at the bottom of my TV of Beverly Hills right now. It's disgusting the way he treated everyone. And then they got into an argument just about that, and just about who didn't go to a party and shit like that. Anyway, then they leave, and then they've been ambushed, and then he's saying, you know the truth, you know the truth, you know the truth. Actually, we don't know the fucking truth, because Lisa keeps lying about it, because obviously she has had something to do with it, because she can't give a straight answer, so clearly she's involved in it somehow. So he's just fucking annoying. But anyway, then they go, and then it was really pissing me off when they were saying they're all mean, and then he was saying, Kim's crazy. Is she drinking again, or is she taking something? Shut the fuck up. He knows when it comes to a reunion, he's gonna get slaughtered for it. Like, why would you say that? Like, it's not funny. It's like, that's actually really serious. I don't care if you're angry with them. If you're going to talk shit, if you're going to say that about someone, say that off camera. You don't need to say that on camera. Like, that was really hurtful. That hurt me. It was rude. It was when he was saying, oh, she's drinking again. Shut the fuck up. You're like halfway to the grave. Shut the fuck up. You have a hip replacement. So I'm just offending Kim. I'm just really fucking pissed off with him. But, I don't want him to die, though. Anyway, they pretty much, go back to their room, and Lisa's like, we don't defend anyone, especially Brandy. And, she was crying. I did feel bad for Lisa, and then she said something in the car like, Karma's a bitch. Well, and then I was thinking, yeah, Karma is a bitch. It's all going back to you, not them. Obviously, you've done something, and all the meddling and all the chess playing you've done, it's biting you in the bum. You know what? I don't think it makes her a bad person doing that, just because all these other people, on the show, they've all had their arguments with other people and stuff like that. But people could argue it's her karma that she's getting. So yeah, then pretty much, Lisa's crying, and she's like saying, they're all mean, even Brandy. And I did really feel bad for her. And she said something about the underdog, it's sad when the underdog bites you and stuff. And, she was smoking. I didn't even know she smoked, but apparently she does. But I did feel bad for her when she was crying. I don't think she needed... I felt like... it was sad. But I didn't feel bad for Ken. Ken just needs to shut the fuck up. And then they said something about, chess playing, Kyle's a chess player. She checkmated someone or something like that. And then Ken said, there's only one winner, implying that Lisa is the winner. It was weird. I was like, it was stupid. But anyway, it was a really good episode, and there was a lot of drama. It's weird seeing everyone turn on Lisa, because since the show's inception, everyone's loved Lisa. Lisa has never been in the butt of any problems. So it's just strange to see. It's really strange to see. Anyway, next week they're in the fountain or something, and the police are going to catch him or whatever, so they're running away. And there looks like there is a big divide. Oh, and also, the best thing about this episode was Carlton was not in it. I know 100% everyone will agree with me that, they were happy not to see Carlton. I was so happy. It was so good not seeing her. Oh, thank God. I even forgot to tell you guys because I didn't care. But it was good. So, yeah. Anyway, and then there seems to be a big divide between the group. You know, they all go out for dinner. Oh, sorry. But first, pretty much, Kim and Yolanda's kids, they're leaving for the graduation. I mean, their college things. So, there's nothing really to talk about that. And then, anyway, they're all together except Carlton and Lisa, and they're talking about, has anyone seen Lisa? Or, you know, and they're all pretty much talking about her. And then Lisa and Carlton are together at a shop or something, and they're talking about, you know, things. But yeah, it's weird seeing everyone, you know, have turned on Lisa. It's really weird. But, you know, what are you going to do at the end of the day? So, and apparently I heard that Carlton and Joyce are being fired. I was just like, if that's true, please fire more people as well. I would love Joyce to stay, but if she doesn't, what are you going to do at the end of the day? Like, I can't tell, like, I can't, you know, make it happen. But, you know, it's a rumor. I doubt it will come, like, I doubt everything they, you know, every rumor out there, it's going to be true about the show, you know? So, it was weird. The rumor's weird because it's pretty much, they're saying that they're going to be fired, and, you know, they said that Brandy and Yolanda are going to be in it for sure. I'm just like, please get rid of Brandy, please. Like, if they just get rid of Carlton and Joyce, it's going to be the same as season 4. Like, it's going to be the same as this. They're trying to get ratings up and just bring another 2 women in. What do they fucking think is going to be different? It's going to be the same. They need to keep the original 3. And I've heard that Shiva's going to be a cast member as well. There's, like, been rumours as well that she's going to be in the cast. And yeah, and also, that's pretty much all. And also, The Real Housewives of Melbourne, if you guys like other franchises, it came out the other day. It was actually really good. I didn't know what to expect of it because it's an Australian show, and I mean, it's in the town I live. Melbourne's where I live, so it was pretty cool to see, you know. I mean, I know a lot of rich people, and I know, like, that kind of lifestyle, but it was good to see, you know, Melbourne. It was actually pretty good. There seems like a lot of drama, and it was actually, yeah, I mean, if you guys check it out, it's on YouTube, I know. Just type in Real Housewives of Melbourne. It's in like 5 parts or something. But it was actually, yeah, it was really good. I recommend to check it out. And pretty much, I'll see you guys next week. And I have uni and stuff, so I'm going to have to do it on, like, I'm going to have to do it a day later than I usually do my reviews, just because I can't do it that day. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys like it. I'd like to hear some feedback, you know, what you guys think about the show, you know, what you thought about the episode. And thanks. I'll see you guys next week.